and welcome to another episode of the Margin Max Minute. I'm 𝗠𝗿𝗄𝗃, the fit professional one, and as always, I'm so grateful that you've decided to invest this time with me today. I strive to make this impactful for you to maximize your margins, optimize your teams, and rescue your time. Today, we're going to focus on optimizing teams. After all, our companies and our organizations are made up of sets of individuals, and people come together and have a net impact that goes out into the world and profoundly impacts our brand. What I'd like to talk about today is the impact of quirks. Don't we know somebody that's quirky? In fact, I'll pick on myself a little bit. I clearly have a northern Wisconsin twang to my voice. I probably have one of the worst voices to actually walk into the podcast world, but it is who I am, and let's call it a bit quirky. Jump into your organization right now or all of your experience over time and get in your mind that particular team member that, in your opinion, was a bit quirky, but very effective. Here's the thing. We all have multiple elements to our personalities, and some of us will identify those as even strange. Let's just call them quirks, because maybe that person comes from a different part of the country. Maybe they speak funny. Maybe they use odd sentence structure, etc. And what I'm here today to talk about is that actually creates the foundation for authenticity, which we all need in our organizations. We all need our people to be authentic because it drives the foundation of our brand offering. And I think it's really important. I think there's power in quirks because of that. They're potentially enduring, but they're also potentially annoying. And they're profoundly human. And this is the way that we ensure that we move our organizations out into the world and make sure that we're authentic in what we're presenting. So my advice today is for you to embrace the quirks of your employees, even defend them, encourage them to the extent. But what we have to watch out for is we have to demand professionalism. So we do have a responsibility, whether you're a peer or in a leadership role or a management role, to make sure that we are supporting a brand standard and we don't let the quirks actually move the brand standard away from where we want it to be. So, for instance, if someone has issues, let's for fun say, enunciating a chemical product offering, how do we work that through so that individual can continue to also contribute and make sure that our brand standard and communication to our market and our customers is consistent? Well, guess what? We are back to deliberate practice. Deliberate practice is going to allow everybody to step up to what the requirements are. We all know about scripts in sales. I say get rid of the script and replace them with outlines. Outlines are much more effective in allowing personalization of your team to be able to communicate in a way that fits their personality and their quirks. I had this discussion last night with one executive group that I'm a part of, and I realized that deliberate practice and allowing people through outlines to step up to what needs to be communicated is really a unique way to make sure we optimize all of our employees and still embrace what makes them unique and bring employees around through deliberate practice to supporting our brand standard. This goes for non-sales people too. Inside our organizations, we all have a language of our organization. We have procedures. We have a shorthand, if you will. And the same thing can happen. It can take particular individuals a little bit longer because of their quirks, because of their personality traits, because of their background, to really align themselves and learn the language. Again, use outlines as opposed to straight up scripts and allow that personalization. And remember, we are the sum of our team members. That's what we present. And we are not going to be all things to all people because of that. And what really matters on recruiting is, in my opinion, more focus and validation of alignment to your mission, your values, and your purpose. And we allow people to be people through subtle adjustment with deliberate practice that validates that we're truly supporting our brand, our procedures, our products, and our services. So with that, I hope this has helped you think about your team, embrace what you have as far as diversity, but remember to demand professionalism and bring things back to your brand standard, because that is special and it's what makes your company who you are. With that, again, I wish you a really productive week, and it's time for me to get to work.